This is a podcast, not a news broadcast. We will report situations that are currently out and available for public access. No one on this platform is claiming to be a journalist. We are a group of individuals giving our opinion. Enjoy the show.
All right. Hopefully this works. This shit is so stressful. We were supposed to record yesterday. Couldn't record. We had some technical difficulties. So this may be coming out a little late. Sorry. I just say sorry to myself because somebody went and caught fucking. Sorry, gotta refrain from the cursing for the first few minutes. Someone decided to go do landscaping freelance and caught poison ivy.
I enjoy gardening. I don't know why you don't think I do.
As in the fact of enjoying it. I was home for the weekend, and you know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Daddy won't be 10 to, but nothing could have went down because somebody had poison, and then in the wildest places.
Well, it's not
in my favorite play area.
Oh, well, yeah, it's there. But
it's how do you get it there?
It's just my legs now.
Now it's just your legs.
Yeah. And a little bit on Pierre. That's why I have this on.
Yeah,
but
it's wild.
I was trying to help my grandma. It was a good gesture.
It was a good gesture.
I didn't recognize poison ivy.
My face.
And I'm severely allergic, apparently.
Yeah,
at least it's not bad. My face had it right here, and then now it's not bad there.
No, it looks fine now.
Yeah, thank God.
But I think it's supposed to take at least 2 weeks for it to fully be out of your system.
Well, I'm coming up to week 1, and I'm itching like crazy.
At least you don't have it like I've seen a few people have it with the boils and everything's popping and it's all pussy.
But any recommendations, please comment, because I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I tried a TikTok hack today, and it was so messy.
What was that?
You mix Epsom salt with Dawn liquid detergent, like soap.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to like rub it on. But once it dries, I don't know how long you were supposed to leave it. So once it dried, it started like coming off. Like
just started coming off like skin?
So there was like salt.
You were shedding salt
all over the house?
Yeah, so I was
shedding salt. So I had to vacuum all day today trying to clean up everything.
Jesus.
Oh, it's a mess.
Yeah, so that was pretty much the weekend. The weekend was rough.
Yeah.
Well, anything happened specifically this weekend? Fortunately, there were no 2-mans. Oh, but it was a party.
Yeah, there
Our
was
son
a party.
did go to a party. He went to a pool party.
Mm-hmm.
So that was interesting.
Yeah. Next week, date night.
He has a date night?
No, we have a date night.
Oh, we got a date night?
Yeah.
I knew that. I thought you were talking about him. Yeah. All right, let's get this started.
All right.
Yeah.
Homesick Podcast.
We had a date night.
This is Homesick Podcast.
Yes, it is. Welcome to Homesick Podcast. I'm Miz.
And I'm Liz.
And I want to thank y'all for listening to this little podcast of ours. Appreciate it. Highly do. I've been listening to some music. I'm trying not to say so much. So I'm trying to be mindful of it. Well, I listened to some music this weekend. I heard, did it again. I heard Cardi B's version of Imaginary Players. Mm-hmm. I have to say I'm not really impressed. There were some good punchlines, but how I look at it is she went to a certain caliber. You trying to say that you were on the same level female-wise. You're like the female Jay-Z is how I'm taking it. You're trying to put out a classic beat where that song came out in 97 on Jay-Z's album. I said again. Jay-Z album, Lifetime, Volume 1. Mm-hmm. That was like a big deal. That verse. They said he was going at Mace at one in that song. That's what the story was. But this version, I think she's going after Cardi. I'm not Cardi B. Well, Cardi B may be going after Nicki Minaj.
They're still beefing.
Oh, that beef is forever. Remember, she said it once. If she beef with you, she beef with you forever.
That's crazy.
But it's like subliminal shots. It's not like direct saying names and stuff like that. She has some good punchlines, but like I said, I really wasn't impressed with the flow.
Yeah.
So it really not for me. Maybe some people like it. It wasn't for me.
You're not the only one. I was watching Joe Budden's podcast, and that's what they were talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't loving it.
I gave a listen. Well, it's more of a skim to Starline by Chance the Rapper.
Mm-hmm. I heard that was good.
I didn't really get to listen, but a few tracks that I did listen to were Letters, which was cool. I like that. Him speaking out publicly about, I guess, things that's troubling him and that he had gripe with. Next track I listened to was Starside, Intro. That song was good. I like the flow. I've never honestly listened to a Chance the Rapper album.
Oh, okay.
I can't say I was truly like a fan of Chance the Rapper. I was going through it. I was trying to listen to something new to listen to because I felt clips set the tone, and I think that's why a lot of people are trying to rap. That's just my opinion. So he's rapping, he's spinning, but Chance the Rapper always rapped, but it was just never my cup of tea. But I do like that track. He has another track called Pretty, but it sounds like he's speaking to his ex-wife, Christian.
Oh, okay.
Because I believe they just got divorced recently.
Or separation or something.
Something like that. So, but like I said, I didn't give the whole album a listen, so I'm not going to critique the whole thing, but so far, so good.
I heard he has a lot of features on that album.
Yeah, I know he has a song with Lil Wayne on there.
Yeah.
I did see that. But like I said, I'm going to give it more of a listen. I may have a more in-depth, or I might have a different perspective on it the next time we record. So that's all I have for my opinions. All right, moving into today's question. How should a person navigate after a separation from true heartbreak? You got any input on that?
I mean, it's really hard because you're going through it. Like, that's a really tough one. What do you think?
I look at it as like you've been with a person for however, 2 months, 6 months, a year. You've given your undivided to that person.
Yeah.
You're giving your heart, you're giving your soul, you're giving your time, everything. If it doesn't seem to work out, I look at it as now it's time for me to be a kind of little selfish. It's about me. I'm representing me. It's all about me, what I want to do, things I want to get ahead. I think some people rush into I need to go start something else. I never understood that narrative. If something, you just broke it off with someone, something happened, you should now reflect on yourself. Do a little homework on yourself. Because who's to say you weren't the problem, or vice versa? You
both
start
sides.
Exactly. I think it's just time to self-reflect. That's how I look at it. I don't think it's something that you go out there and now you have to go start something new.
Right. Be accountable for your actions.
Because you know what I mean. Everybody thinks it's not them. It's the other person. It's not me. It's you.
Right. And that's when they move on, and then the same thing happens.
And then you practice the same habits.
Right.
So I think at some point you should just look at it as a self-reflect. It's like, all right, this is my time now. I'm gonna get. It sounds easy, but it's hard as shit.
Yeah.
You just spent all your time, all your effort, tears. You know what I mean, on this person.
Right.
And then now you got to go. And some people think it is, I got to start over. You don't have to. You're not starting over. Now you're giving yourself attention. So anything you've neglected about yourself, that scholarship you want. I mean, not scholarship. That diploma you want to go get. Those credits that you had that you never fully finished. Stuff like that. You want to go handle that now. You want to go take care of you now.
Right.
That project you started that you never finished. Because it was, other thing was happening. That vacation you want to take for Dolly.
Right.
That place you want to go see how that food would. Go do all those things.
Yeah.
Don't limit yourself just because I don't understand why some people feel they need someone else to live their life. You was born by yourself. Right. Granted, of course, the obvious, your parents and stuff like that, but you're coming to this world by yourself.
Right.
You should at least get to know yourself before you start going out there playing. You're going to give your heart and everything to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it, in my opinion.
That is good points. I joke and say you should move on quick, but I genuinely want
you like to give like a whole guideline.
I know, but
go
it's
out
just,
there and lay up
really,
under. What was the shit? You said it on this before.
I did.
Yeah,
yes,
go lay up under somebody.
The only way to get over someone is to get under someone.
Yeah, it's the biggest whole shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it is. But I personally didn't do that when we broke up. Right. Granted, we broke up for like 6 months, but I still didn't like date as much as you thought I was. Yeah, I wasn't.
I know you didn't.
It was just like I didn't even want to entertain anyone else because of the heartbreak I was going through. So I guess in that situation, you are right. Like I was kind of being selfish because I didn't want to share me with anyone else. I just wanted to focus on me and getting my shit back together. Because you start picking yourself apart when things go bad in a relationship.
I know I did.
Me too.
And then you get into that sulking. You don't want to be bothered. You don't want to go outside. Live your life. Everything happens for a reason, and that's a real thing. It may not seem like it when you're going through it, but the more you handle it, the stronger you become, and then you could look back on it and say, you know what, damn.
Right, and there's nothing better than to say I did that.
Exactly.
I went through that. I got through that. Yeah, you're right.
So that's pretty much in a nutshell what I got on that. You got anything else? No? All right, so now we're going to run into Talk of the Town.
Talk of the town.
Oh, I have some entertaining ones today.
Oh, let's hear it.
All right, so this one's from your old stomping grounds. 3
New
men.
York?
No, your second old stomping grounds.
Oh, Philly. I only lived in Philly for maybe, 2 years?
Something like that.
Yeah.
And it was the best time ever.
Yeah, I
But
know.
3 men, including a recently fired Brinks employee, are facing federal charges for stealing more than $2 million from an armored truck in Philadelphia this past June. Authorities say this was the first of 5 such crimes in the area in less than 2 months. The robbery happened around 8 a.m. on June 21st behind a Home Depot on Castor Avenue. According to federal court documents, 2 men armed with AR-style rifles confronted a Brinks driver. One forced him to the ground while the other took his truck keys and company-issued firearms. While one suspect guarded the driver, the other got in the truck and made off with $2,025,000 in cash. The men charged are Trayvon Jackson, Brian Wallace, and Deshaun Hughes Murchison, all from Philadelphia. They are accused of robbery, interfering with interstate commerce, and using a firearm in a violent crime. All 3 are being held in federal custody while the cases move forward. Investigators are also looking into whether this heist is tied to 4 other recent armored truck robberies, including one just outside Philadelphia in Cheltenham Township, where $700,000 was stolen from another Brinks vehicle.
Damn.
The FBI is assisting with the investigation. Prosecutors say Jackson, who was a former Brinks employee, get this, had been suspended shortly before the June robbery and officially was fired on July 2nd. The company suspected him of stealing smaller amounts of money, $10,000 back in April and $6,420 back in May. But those allegations have not yet led to separate charges. Investigators noticed that the robber who entered the truck on June 21st moved quickly and used the keys with ease, which suggested inside knowledge. Jackson had previously driven the same exact truck that was robbed. Authorities also linked the suspects through surveillance footage and cell phone records. The robbers used a black Hyundai Sonata rented from Enterprise, and records showed Wallace, who worked for Enterprise, had rented it. He didn't show up for his job the day of the robbery, but returned the car 4 hours later. Cameras showed him leaving in a silver Ford Fusion owned by Hughes Murchison. Both vehicles were spotted together before the robbery, and cell phone location data placed Wallace and Hughes Murchison at the scene. The June 21st theft kicked off a string of armored truck robberies in the region. June 26th, 2 armed men robbed a Loomis armored truck driver at an Aldi, stealing $1,000. July 2nd, 3 people robbed a Brinks driver outside a Holmesburg shopping center, taking his gun and a bag of cash. July 15th, 2 men tried to rob another Brinks driver on Castor Ave, but the driver fired his weapon and scared them off.
Wow.
August 13th, in Cheltenham Township, 2 men stole $700,000 from a Brinks truck outside of an H Mart grocery store. Police believe the cases may be connected, but the investigation is still ongoing. I just think that's wild. Like, he worked for Brinks, robbed the exact truck he drove, allegedly. Worked at Enterprise, rented a car from Enterprise.
It's a strong
cell phone towers
going on right there, right?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's
you think they would have had a little bit more sense. You worked on the inside. You did a lot of mistakes. I don't understand. Not saying you should have robbed the Brinks truck, but like, come on now. If you're gonna do something like that and you were an inside man and you still got caught.
Right. Well, yeah. Pending charges.
Right. That's crazy.
I do have another. I figured I would do local news this time. So this one is out of Gloucester Township, New Jersey.
Okay.
It says parents in Gloucester Township, New Jersey can now face fines or even jail if their kids cause public trouble under a new ordinance that took effect last month. The Township Council passed the rule on July 28th after a string of problems with large groups of teenagers, including a chaotic scene at last year's Township Festival. The police chief, David Hawkins, said they had a lot of support from the community. People see the need for parents to step up and take responsibility. The push for this law came after the June 2024 Gloucester Township Day Festival, where things spiraled out of control. Hundreds of teens, many arriving by rideshare from other towns, disrupted the event just as the drone light show was about to start. The chaos lasted for nearly 2 hours, forcing police to call in backup from surrounding towns. By the end of the night, 12 people had been arrested, including 10 minors between the ages of 13 and 17. That's crazy.
I don't remember that.
Harkins recalled officers were spit on, cursed at, and assaulted. He said, in 30 years as a cop, I've never seen anything like this level of disrespect and violence that ruined a family event. The fallout was so severe that officials decided to cancel this year's festival altogether. Under the ordinance, a parent whose child is guilty of a first offense may be required to provide supervision. If it happens again, the penalties could be steep, up to $2,000 in fines, 90 days in jail, or both. Some critics worry the law could unfairly harm families by putting parents behind bars and separating them from their other children. But Chief Harkins stressed that punishment isn't their main goal. He said, "We're not looking to throw anyone in jail. The point is to warn parents and make sure there's due process. When minors are taken into custody, police will give parents a warning notice and information sheet. The department also provides resources like a full-time social worker and parenting classes to help families who are struggling." Hawkins said, "We know parenting is a tough job. Our role is to support families who need it. So far, no parents have been charged since this ordinance began." Hawkins said the real objective is prevention, making sure parents stay engaged before the kids end up in the juvenile justice system. Too often, when we talk to parents after an arrest, they tell us they didn't even know who their children were with or what they're doing. That has to change. What do you think of that?
I completely agree with it, and I think it takes us back to when I was coming up, where you didn't want to do shit because if somebody told your parents you were about getting punished or getting your ass whooped.
Yes. So what happened to being by when the street lights go out, or
this generation is different, and you got to look at a lot of parents are lack. I can say from what I've seen, because even for that circumstance, for all of that to happen, you had a bunch of kids coming from different towns,
right,
showing up, unchaperoned, showing their ass, bringing groups of people, and then fucking up something that's supposed to be positive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm for it.
Yeah.
You know, you like keep tabs on your kids. I understand you gotta have a busy, for the single parent, life could be busy, stuff could be going on, but shit, come on now. You know what I mean?
Right.
You busting your ass doing all of that. Your children shouldn't be out there acting a damn fool.
I agree.
And like have no home training. And all these people come from good places. It's not like they're from a stressed out area where it's like crime and all that property. This is fucking South Jersey, and it's not that many unless you from Camden, and even Camden ain't that crazy anymore. So, there's no excuse. So I think it's cool that the parents are now accountable for that. Make them pay attention to their children. So I have no problem with that. If it starts getting abused, then but I don't see how. If your kid don't come out here and act a fucking fool, maybe that would deter people from coming. Or maybe people get wind of this and realize, you better not go out there and act a damn fool because I ain't paying no money. You ass going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it might put that back into effect. A lot of ass whooping, or a lot more parents paying attention.
Yeah.
Because a lot of shit is just happening under radar where they get shocked, like, oh, really, my kid? And then they want to blame everybody else. But your kid was the one throwing the Molotov. Like, it wasn't it wasn't nobody else. You understand what I'm saying? So
it's a shame because this event that they do like scholarships and all that for kids, and they didn't throw it at all this year. So I don't know what happened.
So you're ruining from everybody else.
Right.
For stupid shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's good. And that was around the time we used to live over there. Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah.
Just ruined the whole fucking event for stupidity. Bunch of idiots.
Remember that commercial? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are?
Yeah. That's
we need to start bringing that back so people get a reminder like, hey, my kid's out there.
When you know it's time for bed. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely support that.
That's all I got. Yeah.
Good talk of the town. All right, moving on to entertainment news. Remember the whole deal with Drake and Universal?
Oh, yeah.
Well, right now, their CEO is speaking out about the situation. So Chairman and CEO Sir Lucian Grange finds it absolutely ridiculous that Drake says he was behind a scheme when the label released Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us diss track. Grange explains he's much too busy running his multi-billion-dollar corporation across nearly 200 markets to oversee day-to-day ops such as approving artwork and music videos. He adds that to claim he intentionally sabotaged Drake after investing hundreds of millions of dollars into the career simply makes no sense. All statements stem from Drake's attorney asking UMG to hand over documents that believes might have Grange involvement in the release of Not Like Us. That's the label's contract and the label's contract with Kendrick, and documents showing alleged claims of domestic violence and crimes. So they're asking for all that stuff. They're trying to basically throw some dirt on Kendrick, and also saying that Grange was behind the whole conspiracy that he pushed for that track.
Why is he still on this? It's done with.
I don't know.
This is just stupid. I would just drop this lawsuit.
It's ridiculous. Now, for them to be talking about domestic violence.
Right. What's he trying to do?
He's trying to pin the whole stuff that he was trying to speculate that Kendrick was abusive to his wife.
That's crazy.
That's what he was putting out there on the record. It has nothing to do with nothing. I think the whole idea is ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, why would you go and you're trying to shame him now. You're trying to put dirt on Kendrick's name when it was just a rap battle.
Right.
Like, get over it at this point.
No one says anything nice in rap battles.
No, but you were throwing dirt too, so why you can't handle it? Because yours didn't pop off the way you thought it was going to pop off. So I think this whole thing is nonsense. I respect for Grange to be talking about it right now. It's just it is ridiculous.
Yeah, I hope the shit talking is just the abuse talk is just shit talk. I
think they trying to fish. Remember a little while back we talked about Sean Kingston's issue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Sean Kingston has officially been sentenced in his federal wire fraud case.
Wow.
Florida courtroom gave Kingston 42 months, which works out to 3.5 years in federal prison.
Wow.
Sean was convicted for federal wire fraud back in March, along with his mother, Janice Turner. Janice was sentenced to 5 years.
She got more time than him?
Well, this wasn't her first go-around, so that's why she got the most time.
So she brought him into it, probably.
Yeah. Prosecutors wanted Sean to receive the max of 6 years.
Wow.
But the judge seemed to split the difference, so he kind of worked out.
Yeah.
The reason why they say that kind of worked out is what they speculate is he was doing a lot of communities. He was doing stuff for the community. I guess he was doing his due diligence to look good into the public eye.
Yeah, maybe giving the money back.
And plus, I don't think he had that much stuff on his. He wasn't accused of all the other stuff they were trying to accuse him with. So this looks like his first time kind of shit. Jesus. They said Sean still needs to pay back money to the victims of the crime, and his lawyers asked for a home confinement so he can do so, with possible music profits going to those he hurt. So he's still getting residuals from his previous songs or whatever he was getting it from. So they're saying that no matter what, he still has to pay those people back or make it right with those people.
Wow. Well, that's good.
Yeah, so Sean is about to, I think he goes in front of a judge in October, I believe they were saying.
And that's when they'll decide if he got the home confinement or not?
No, I think that's when they send his ass in jail. So, yeah. Yeah, so hold your head, Kingston, but, eventually it was gonna come to that. I'm not sure if you heard this now. Did you see anything about Willow Smith?
Yes.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with that family?
So for those who may not know, Willow Smith uploaded a close-up photo for her with her face with tears streaming down her cheeks and a caption that reads, "Who ate all the pussy?" You heard me right.
Mm-hmm.
Who ate all the pussy? She claims it was a joke stating "forgot funny existed."
Crying.
Yeah, she was crying when she did it. Mm-hmm. Calls everyone who reacted to it slow. The reaction that she's speaking of is some people were being concerned genuinely and thought something was going on.
Yeah.
And then people found out, and then they started coming at her family, calling them weird. Well, I mean,
that was just a weird way to get attention.
It was weird, and it was out of left field.
Right.
I don't even understand where they're saying that she's put out there that she is bisexual.
Okay.
Thank you.
Like, I don't then be bisexual or whatever.
Right. But I don't get what she was trying to get from. I don't get how that was funny.
Right. It didn't make sense because I seen it on my feed and I'm like, why is she crying?
Right.
And then when I seen it, I'm like, what is wrong with them? Like, I don't even, because even Jaden's a bit off, but it's like, what the hell is going on in that house?
Even with them, you see how they all taking turns on each other.
I know.
Well, he didn't turn on her, but she totally threw him in the shit.
Yeah, I know.
Saying she had no idea why he got up and did that to Chris
Even
Rock.
though she gave him the side eye, looking
She's trying
like,
to say she has no idea where that came from.
Right.
Then there was a podcast he was on where he was talking about it. Keep saying, you gotta discipline me on that. So yeah, he was on the podcast speaking on it, and all he touched on was how he looked in front of, I think, his nephew or some young kid. He was embarrassed of that because the kid asked him why did he do that, and he didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
It takes away from really what you did.
If she really said that, like she didn't approve of him going up there, I didn't like that he went up there.
Right.
The face she gave him was like, "What are you about to do? Like, you need to defend me."
Right.
That's the face she gave. Any woman knows that face. Mm-hmm. So that's ridiculous for her to now be like, "Oh, he's crazy. He shouldn't have did that."
Yeah, but like, are y'all together?
Because
like,
at first he was laughing, and then when he seen her face, all of a sudden it changed.
She changed the whole narrative of the situation.
Yeah. So, I don't like that.
I don't like it either. All right, moving on, we have Halle Berry. Mm-hmm. So Halle Berry has seemingly clapped back to her first ex. You heard what he said about her?
Mm-hmm. No.
All right, so her first husband, David Justice, the two were married between 1993 and 1997. but he recently commented on why he divorced her. He argued she wasn't motherly enough for him.
He just wanted attention? Like, did anyone ask?
I don't know. David states she didn't mirror the qualities of his mom.
And you moved on, right? Well, maybe you didn't move on because you're still talking about her. We didn't need to know this.
No, but I get it and I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, granted, with a man, you always want something that's something similar to your mother as a man, because that's the first woman in your life. That's your first love, woman-wise.
Yeah.
You want something close, but what I'm getting from him is like he wanted to be taken care of as a man. He wanted to be pampered. I didn't get it as motherly as with my children and stuff like that. I got it as how to take care of him.
Yeah.
So I could be wrong, but that's what I got from how it was looking. So Hallie, on her Instagram post on vacation with her now boyfriend Van Hunt, she writes, "Phew, cooking and cleaning and mothering."
Good for her.
Pretty much, she makes it like I dodged the bullet from that bullshit because she's happy now. She's on vacation. She's taking bikini pics. She's living.
Right.
Granted, she has children.
Right. She just didn't want them for him.
Right. I don't know what he was getting by it, but what I took from it, like I said, I could be wrong, is that he wanted an undivided attention, which, all right, men want attention too. And it's not just women that crave it. Men wanted to, but he seemed like he wanted another mother.
Speaking for myself, I would never like it if you expected dinner every night. I would never like it if you like demanded, I want this, and I like home cooked meals. I wouldn't like that. But I have no problem doing it because you don't do that. Maybe that's why she didn't even feel the need to do that, because if you expect it, like, I don't want to even do that.
Yeah. Some men expect that.
I don't like that.
All right, so moving on to, I think this is my last thing. Pete Davidson. He went on the Breakfast Club Thursday.
Okay.
Last week.
I didn't see that yet.
And he opened up about the world focus on his alleged big dick energy.
Oh, that was big.
And
when he was with Kim Kardashian.
He's basically painting that he don't like that narrative that how everybody only focused on that and everybody ignored his work. He said it made him feel like a sexual object.
I mean, it did.
During the interview, Charlamagne joked and said that Pete had it made after the rumor got started, banging hotties and allegedly walking around with a python in his pants. But Pete says it only looked great on paper. Pete goes on and states that he believes that the statement got more attention due to him not being classically attractive as Glenn Powell, which definitely makes the compliment much more of a backhand. So he's saying he didn't like the fact that the attention wasn't on his talent and all the stuff that he was doing. It was just about that. And he touched on who started the whole room, but he didn't mention names, but he gave you hints of who he was referring to.
I mean, he did date a lot of hot women.
He did.
It's ridiculous, his roster.
He did. And I think even when he was dating Kim Kardashian, she kind of hinted that was the reason that attracted her to him.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, is it really all that bad? But I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know, because it would be different if the shoe was on the other foot. You know,
it's the same thing how women feel.
Right. So I understand what he's saying. It's shocking to hear a man come out and say it now. So I respect it. Nothing against, no hate against that. And that's all I have for entertainment news.
Good.
Nice. Okay. Now, moving on to the main topic. This is to the fellas. Obviously, you could chime in too. The topic is when your woman is on her last, I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to start this one off.
Okay.
The topic, how I'm interpreting it, is pretty much, you know, when we fucked up for the last time, pretty much on her scale. And when a woman's fed up, R. Kelly said it, no matter how much you beg, there ain't nothing you could do about it. And it's a true thing. Because I've seen it. And it's hard to know that you've hurt that person that much that they're just like, you know what? Even though I love you and I care for you, I just can't do this shit no more. My question is, as a man, I'm going to express how I feel about it and why I think men are just stupid and just don't even get signs of what they're doing to the woman. I know the feeling on the other side of it is like, damn, I felt like shit. You know, it's like you've done it to the 15th power now, motherfucker. And you were sorry then, you're still sorry now. Nothing's changed. you are a piece of shit. And then you now reflect on yourself like, damn. Because there was a small part of me that did love you, but I just kept doing dumb shit.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like,
I think you
I don't know why men do what we do. I really don't understand it. It's always the idea of the grass is always greener, or there's something better out there for me, or it's just this time, it ain't gonna happen again. But I didn't like how it made you feel. I didn't like how you looked. I didn't like it. You know what I mean? And it took a lot of legwork. It wasn't like, all right, you know what I mean? You may look at it like, all right, she still forgave you. Not necessarily.
It wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy. You know what I mean? And I seen it in your eyes. You were done. It was a different thing to see it in her eyes. Like, get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. And I felt it without her saying it. You know, it's a bad feeling. And from the man perspective, I don't know why we do what we do. And I don't get why now, in this time, where women now are more thinking like a man, why are we giving y'all such a bad name?
I don't know. Because you don't like it. Guys don't like it.
No, we don't like it. It's done. We can do it all the time, but we don't like it done to us.
Right.
So that's where the topic is going, and narrative is, what does it make you think of? Are you that man now that says, all right, I could deal with it, I'll move on? Or do you feel any compassion, I should ask, about your actions? Do you feel anything? Do you feel any form of guilt, or that you know at some point that it was your fault? Are there men out there that could genuinely sit back and say, like, all right, I know I fucked that up? Yeah. You know, or is she that technically that one that got away? Even with the men that say, all right, on to the next one.
Yeah. Why? I don't understand that. Like, guys either play really well that they don't feel away.
Some generally don't. Don't get me wrong. There's some stone cold killers out there.
Because I'm not going to lie, when we broke up, I genuinely thought you were just living your best life. Like, hearing you say this now, that you were, like, going through it and you felt it, like, that's crazy, because I didn't get that from you.
I wasn't raised as a monster. I genuinely felt bad that I did wrong to somebody. Yeah. I didn't go out feeling, next. Yeah. No, but there's men that don't feel. Yeah. I wouldn't say don't feel. Don't get it. It's not that they don't feel. They don't get what they're doing. They never they never stopped to do that final look back to see what they did.
All right. So does that mean that just wasn't the woman for them then? If they don't feel a way afterwards, does that mean it could be I
guess you could look at it like that, because for every man, there's that woman that requires change and makes you want to do something. No matter how tough and how whatever you may play, like, I'm forever. There's always that woman. Yeah, sometimes that woman doesn't come across that man's list, or sometimes that woman, he may have had it and didn't know he had it, and that's, like I said, going back to what I said, the one that got away. Yeah, stuff like that, because he fucked that up, but he would never self-acknowledge that and say, "Yo, I know I messed that up."
Which is fucked up, because I think a woman would take. That's not taking accountability. Back. It's not, but if they take accountability and then come back to that woman and explain, like, I get it, I fucked up, and be accountable for it, I guarantee that woman, depending on how it ended, would consider it.
How much women would actually forgive that?
Well, it depends on the level, right? It depends on the level. Ours, it worked out, because I knew it wasn't happening again. I guaranteed it. I told you that when we were getting back together, nothing's gonna be done after this. So I guess it just depends on the situation. But I think there is a chance to potentially try to fix that. It might not work out where you get back together right away, but it's not gonna be the same. If it's really the one time,
And even with that, in some cases, men don't like the change, even if they go back. Because at 1 minute it was good, we was hot and touching each other, what was the term? Hot and heavy. Yes, thank you. Hot and heavy, touching each other all day. You had love and experience, and then now to come back, now it's not the same. You yourself now are hesitant.
Right, you broke the trust. Right, you moved on with someone else.
Men don't want to deal with that. We don't want to deal with that. We want
how it was.
I don't get the mind state of why we're like that, but I can honestly say that's a thing. No one wants to deal with the cleanup the putting it back together, the fixing it. So we rather just move on.
You shouldn't break it to begin with. Appreciate what you got.
Right. But like I said, that's for the ones that
there
was no connection for them anyway.
Right.
All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the main topic.
Yeah. So give us your feedback.
Yeah. Hopefully some men give some feedback and actually speak on any circumstance they went through and like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on to your favorite part.
Your
my
random
news.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so first thing in random news, couples who make up within 30 minutes after an argument are 80% more likely to stay together long term.
How is that possible? Like,
I don't know who the fuck do these numbers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 30 minutes.
I'm still angry.
It depends. I had to say it has depended on the argument.
Well, that's true.
If it's something small and we both know, like, yo, this shit is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Then yeah. But I can't see me tracing you up and down, you telling me all types of fly shit. And I'm like, all right, 30 minutes after or 30 minutes in.
Especially you hold on to shit.
I do.
Because I know for a fact I've tried to end an argument.
And I'm like,
you
nah.
were like, no.
Nah, at least to tomorrow. Give me to tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I call bullshit on that.
Good for them if they can do that though. But they might be a little psycho.
Exactly.
So that's a little
no, I'm all right. We good.
Yeah, like you just cussed me 5 minutes ago, but we're good now.
No, we good. We good. Don't worry about it.
Like sweeping it
I
under the
forgive
rug.
you.
Yeah.
Plotting to kill you and shit. All right.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
This already have taken effect in UK, but I'm pretty sure they're trying to do it over here. Mm-hmm. So UK schools move start times from 8:50 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Wow. Why?
It's the new narrative you've seen. They trying to get it passed over here now.
See, it's kind of crappy for parents though, because
it's
I know
not considerate.
My morning routine with our kids is hectic as is. Could you imagine if I worked out of this house, like trying to get them to school while trying to still maintain my job? Like
it's a lot.
I see it, but then also, are you setting them up for failure because the work day doesn't start at 10 o'clock for anyone?
Yeah, but what they're looking at is the data. So they're saying after high school in the United Kingdom decided to push its usual start time from 8:50 a.m. to 10 a.m., illness-related absence declined by a staggering 50%, and overall exam progress rose by 12%, improving both health and education of the students.
I mean, I do see that because some of our kids in the morning will be like, my stomach hurts, which I guess is just the waking up and getting ready to go type of nerve. So maybe I understand that part, but I don't know how I feel about this one.
I agree with you.
It'll be easier for me, of course.
Yeah, scheduling is going to be a problem because what about the kids that they rely on being dropped off to school or whatever may have you? Now, you as a parent, I got to be there because the work ain't changing.
Right.
I still got to be there at 8, 7 o'clock in the morning. So,
exactly.
And that's normally the time now we kind of have to take the kids to school. So, yeah, I think it is a problem. But if they could somehow help with that, with the school bus system or whatever, I don't know.
If they do but then again, that kind of counters that. I was going to say if they do pre going to school, they have what it's called.
Oh, like normally how they do an aftercare, like a before care.
Yeah, like a before care. They do all for that. Right. But I don't know.
They might have to.
But in that circumstances, it's still doing the same thing because the kid's still waking up early. The kid's still going to school at the same time.
But that's our norm. We all leave out here early. I'm sorry. No, I know the school is doing something new, but my kid gonna have to understand. I gotta be at work at 7, so your ass gonna be at school kind of early. Yeah. So you can hang out, talk whatever you want, but I still gotta go to work. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I see the benefits. I just don't think it's realistic for everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to make that a thing.
No, overall, yeah. It is kind of like saying fuck you and what you got going on.
In a sense, yeah.
All right. I have research in neuroscience warns that binging short-form content such as TikTok Reels and YouTube Shorts may impair brain function up to 5 times more than moderate alcohol use, especially in areas tied to attention, memory, and impulse control.
Wow. So me watching my TikTok is worse than
I'm doing way more damage
than drinking.
Yes.
Who does these studies? Like, how do they figure this stuff out?
I don't know, but I always find these researchers.
You really do.
I find them interesting because you could break it, make it make sense to yourself. Like,
yeah.
Does that sound like? I kind of believe that.
Well, yeah, of course, being on your device isn't healthy at all.
It's not helpful. No. So I kind of believe that certain things I could say, all right, is ridiculous, but I kind of see some truth in that.
Comparing it to alcohol, though, that's crazy.
Do you know what alcohol does to the brain? Because I don't.
No, I don't. But I guess maybe it's the same thing.
Right.
You want to test your liver?
Yeah, I know what it does to your liver. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else I have here? I said, I'm checking. I'm gonna put a tally on this episode of how many times I said.
Oh my gosh.
I did it again after I just said it. So there's something new called marriage graduation. Heard of this?
No.
Oh, about to blow your mind. Marriage graduation refers to couples who've moved away yet still remain married.
Moved away from each other?
Yes, marriage graduation, or satsukun, as it is referred to in Japan, is a modern concept where married couples decide to move away from each other and live apart while still remaining married. This arrangement allows individuals to pursue personal goals and follow their dreams.
Are they living separate lives? Or like...
Well, you got to assume that at some point, because if your ass ain't here, I assume you out there doing something else. You telling me the whole time I'm just focused on, I got to get this company off the ground. I got to get this degree or whatever.
Together?
Huh?
What happened to doing it together?
I don't know, but
having someone by your side. I'm telling you,
it's these generations. They're making it. I don't know. They're like making everything complex that we thought was so simple as marriage and staying together. You honor each other, stuff like that. Now it's, you don't technically have to live with your husband or wife.
Right.
You could go do you and still be married. So it's a long distance marriage.
I don't see
my interpretive.
But what's the perks of being in that relationship? I don't know. I like having you near me. I like having you.
Yeah, but this is for the people that feel they have things that they need to accomplish, and they feel like this marriage or being here is hard. It's hard. They're trying to get out there.
That's crazy.
Do what they got to do.
Maybe you shouldn't have got married.
Of course, that's what anybody else would look at it. But there's some that probably would agree to this, because obviously, if it's making the news, I'm reading it. Yeah, it's a thing.
Right.
So it's not like, we think it's weird. Some people agree to it.
I mean, to each his own, whatever
I think it's fucking weird.
It is.
That's my opinion on it. I don't understand it. Okay, more because I don't understand it. I don't see the use of it. But maybe there's someone that it makes sense to.
Well, if it makes sense to you, please let us know, because I don't understand it.
Yeah, please explain it.
I don't get why even be in the relationship.
And my last random thing.
Oh, God.
It's always a doozy. So a researcher has developed a condom that changes color when it detects STIs, like chlamydia, gonorrhea, or syphilis. The lubricant uses special agents that react to infection proteins, setting off a reaction that makes a condom visibly change color. The researcher says it will be released soon, giving users a quick and clear warning of possible risk. So now if you with shorty, you doing your do, you pull out, my shit green.
Hold on. This is a lot.
Why my shit green?
I mean, that's a lot to unpack, because what if you see a color?
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of domestic violence going on. Like, I know me personally, I'd be like, what the fuck?
But it was domestic violence before, because when motherfuckers realized they got it.
Well, but you're not wondering how the hell you got it. But you're not in the same room as the person when you found out.
Yeah, you on the phone like, yo, you gave me fucking so.
Right.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you find out right on the spot? Like, I would not want to be in that room.
All them hoes is gonna be panicking.
Oh my God. I don't think that. I mean, it's a good idea so that way you know. But
I'm surprised that hasn't happened sooner.
I don't think that's gonna be a good idea.
That's a great idea.
I mean, I guess it would make people get tested before they do it, because they don't want to be embarrassed or in that situation. So maybe a positive. But
I think it's a great idea. I'm so for it.
You don't even wear them.
I don't wear them. No, but I'm for it because for the people that I know that's out there, just out there having casual sex and shit like that, and stuff like that.
You're looking out for everyone else.
No, it's more entertaining for me. I want to see what colors motherfuckers end up with. Yeah, that's really what it is.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? The perfect relationships, and then you later on like, yo, my shit was purple, bro. Purple. Hold on, let me check the chart.
Yeah, let me see the chart. What's that mean?
Oh boy, that's a doozy.
Jesus.
You got purple? Yeah, my girl, I had green. You had green? Oh shit.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that's a lot of entertainment. On the serious side, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
To know that and learn that in that exact moment. But I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm so for it. And that's all I have for random news.
Oh my God, thank God. It was a lot. You were all over the place.
Man, that's all I got.
That's all I got too.
You ain't got nothing else? All right, let's do the do and end this.
Yes.
We want to thank everyone for listening and tuning in. God bless, and we'll talk later.
Yes, please continue to comment, like, and subscribe. We appreciate it.
Peace.
Homesick Podcast.
Oh my God.